Now then, first off, let's just quickly get Isabella. Just want to improve her. Otherwise, well, I remember too. That's more comfortable. 3 more there. Yeah, I want to get her to master this. That's done with that. You. Perfect. Meryl, we'll see you later. Let's head to Lowtown. I want to visit Gamlin. It's been a while since I've seen my crazy uncle. And since Mother's no longer around, it might be interesting.
I have to admit, Anders, of the mages I know, you're the one I expected to go out in a blaze.
The day is young.
It was a compliment, you ass.
No, it wasn't.
Wow, you two are really being jerks. Jedlin?
It's beautiful, isn't it? This tree is one of the only things left that reminds us city elves of who we are.
Honestly, I sort of wish city elves had a little more than a tree.
Champion? It's Leah. Do you remember me? You saved me from that murderer when I was a kid. Sorry, Captain. I don't mean to.
Not at all. Go on.
I wanted to say thank you. I wasn't thinking straight the day you saved me. That monster deserved what he got. Captain?
Dismissed.
What?
She joined the Guard a few months back. She's got a good understanding of what we're up against.
Okay, that's a nice thing. I'm
The
glad
elves who don't live here actually have it worse. I'd hate to be an elf in Darktown.
Honestly, though, I agree with what you just said, Varric. I'm also glad that young lady's doing better. Now, before I visit Gamlin, I want to just sell some of this extra crud I have on me. It's really just cluttering up everything. So, see, there should be a shop right over here. I'll sell it to you. Why not? Sell all my junk. No one other than me can wear any of this, so it doesn't matter. Anything that's 2 stars, get rid of. Warden's promise I have to keep. Just feels like the right thing. Advanced weapons, same thing. Aveline, in your case, you just need a little more strength. I can give you that. Fate's Fury, you know what? Let's get rid of it. These are actually relative. That one I'll keep because it might be good for her. I also have to base it off how expensive the thing is. Now then, Anders, let me give you a new staff, now that I've noticed that there's one better. Should I give you the one that gives you more fire damage, or... Honestly, that just feels right for you. See how strong is mine. Yeah, mine will do. That cleared things out a bit. Now... Oh wait, I think I know something else that this guy had him. Qunari sword. That's another one. I think there's like 8 or 10 of them. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll ignore that for now and just go visit my uncle. Hopefully things are going good for him.
Where you started, Hawk.
I know. If it wasn't for Gamlin, I wouldn't have been able to survive. I wouldn't be able to save the city. I owe him a lot more than he deserves at times. But at the same time, he's still family. Crumpled note. The Gem of Karashon.
Leave that alone. There are things in my life that don't actually involve you, you know. Stay out of my business, boy.
You're insane for being rude like that, but Hello, Uncle.
That note mentioned the gem of Arishok. What's that?
It's nothing. Never mind.
I can help.
If you're worried about who sent the note, I can go in your place.
Did I ask for that? I don't know who sent it, and I don't want to. I lost everything chasing that gem. Our fortune, our home, even Mara.
Mara?
Who's Mara?
She's... none of your concern. That's who she is. Why don't you head back to your fancy house in Hightown and stay out of my damn business?
Okay. I'm definitely going to be investigating this. Partly just because Gamlen doesn't want me to. Because unfortunately he is still an idiot, thinking he could actually stop me from butting into family affairs. Let's see my journal. Wounded Coast I have to go to later. Okay, talk to Sebastian. Now then, let's take a look at my map of Lowtown. Saying nothing immediately important is coming up. So I'm gonna head to Hightown for a little bit, then the docks. Docks to see if there's anyone who might need some help. Lady Elegant, you seem to be doing very well.
Always a pleasure to meet the champion of Kirkwall. If you need anything at all, let me know.
If it wasn't for her, she's pretty much my favorite person at times. Because if it wasn't for her, I would have died years ago. Yeah, most likely if it wasn't for her, the Deep Rose expedition would have gone to... well... anyone in my head would know.
Glowering for days. Your face is gonna get stuck that way.
My face is the least of my concerns right now.
That's because you don't have to look at it. If you could see it from this angle, Blondie, it'd be at least a close second on your priority list.
Beric.
Good day, Captain Aveline.
Sir Marion Selbrek.
You were courageous to speak openly against the Knight Commander. Your words did not fall on deaf ears. Several nobles are discussing, quietly, what to do about Meredith. I cannot tarry here for risk of Templar spies. If you would make common cause with us, read this.
Give me the scroll.
I could use all the allies I can get.
Secrecy is paramount. I'll communicate by messenger if the need arises. Make her look after you, Hawk, and our fragile endeavor.
Good, more people who aren't a fan of Meredith. Noble agenda. Sir Maryland has several tasks to help mobilize some of the nobles against the Knight Commander. Okay. Kill the Knight Commander's handpicked zealot and purging maze. Okay, gotta do some stuff there later. That's okay. That takes care of that person. I'm gonna head over here to whoever that is.
Have you located any Qunari blades? This, if you find...
Not much money, but honestly, I need it. And I'm gonna I have a feeling before I end up I know I'm probably gonna be fighting the Knight Commander, knowing my luck. And that means I'm gonna need a lot of gold. Hello, Nutty-o.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. Your reputation precedes you. Forgive me. I should introduce myself properly. My name is Nancio Caldera Lanos. I am a noble from the beautiful country of Antiva.
Quite the name.
It must have taken a lot of practice to say that all in one breath.
Is mostly to impress the ladies, I assure you. I've come to ask your help, champion. Hiding among the Dalish is an elven assassin I've been chasing for months. He's a master manipulator who will endanger even his own kind to ensure his survival.
Why would a noble hunt him?
You don't seem the type to hunt assassins. Why are you after him?
At first, it was merely duty to Antiva. But after losing so many good men to him, it became personal. He's nothing but a murderer, a thief, and a liar.
Let me guess what comes next. But before that, you really do have a nice accent. I love that Antivan accent.
You want me to use my wily ways to find out where the Dalish are hiding this elf?
That is part of it, yes. This elf is very dangerous, and he must be brought in before he kills again. I've heard of your dealings with the Dalish. I was hoping you could go where my men could not. Find out where the assassin is hiding, and apprehend him.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
One of the Dalish, a woman named Variel, is a friend of his. I suggest speaking with her first.
We won't be here when you get back. We got a campsite outside the city. Look for us there.
I shouldn't have worn these shoes.
I'll look into that later. The Blooming Rose. Just a quick check. Heck, for a moment. I don't go here much, but it's always good to check. Nope. Like I said, I don't really care for brothels. Too much percent and chance of diseases. It's one of those things I'm really OCD about. Now then. A lot of interesting stuff to do there. The Chantry I'll have to go to later. I already visited Fairness. So I'll head to the docks, and after that I think I'll go to the Chantry. Might as well visit them.
I suppose you're just thrilled how the Knight Commander's basically stepped into the Viscount's seat.
She can't stall the process forever. It's not her place. Leaving the Viscount's seat empty will just tempt people to fight for it. It will cause more trouble than it prevents.
Well, you've got a brain in there after all. I was convinced that headband was to keep it from falling out.
Okay, that's a little uncalled for.
Maker, you'd think all these ships they ban us to be seaworthy. Yes, I thought I was the only one, but you know it too.
Well, look who thinks his opinions matter.
Weird.
You sure you don't want a little extra?
Anything interesting in this? Just more onyx fragments.
That stopped with Jevon, as did your extra shipments.
Now
I
then.
can, and I have.
Not sure what you're talking about, but what in the world is this? Who is this? Is that a statue of me? A little overdone.
That stopped with Jevon, as did your extra shipments. I can, and I have.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Aveline. You just
Not
seem
a
to be...
wise place to linger.
Don't worry, Aveline. Let's see if Shady has anything good. Tar bomb. Nothing that good. Let's just check like this. I should have. Now then. Then we're gonna go visit my favorite Starkhaven noble. But seriously, that statue is... I seriously don't see how that's supposed to be me. Maybe the whole sword is like a metaphor for my magic or something. I'll have to look into it. Now then, the Chantry we go. Been quite
Your
some
husband
time.
agrees with me.
About what?
He thinks the Knight Commander's mad. He told me she's gone behind your back to investigate guardsmen she suspects as secret mages.
Even if that were true, he wouldn't tell you.
He won't fight for her when the time comes. Would you turn against your own husband?
I don't know if you're lying or crazy.
He might be both. Just say we don't know how justice influences him.
Champion. May the make I want grandchildren.
I'll be right there. But I just want to see maybe there's another evil book I might as well be careful of. Meh. More codex information. I don't care about that. I'm just trying to see maybe there's like a... I just want to make sure there's no more evil books. And Anders lead the way for a bit. Mainly because I'm not in the mood to have everyone fight over a doorway. Nope. Now time to see our Starkhaven noble. This place still does look really nice in its own right, but the statues feel a little overkill.
Who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Hello, Sebastian.
The first enchanter overstepped his bounds.
He was provoked.
The people want to know which side you favor. It weakens you.
Strength will not win this fight, Sebastian. If the Maker is merciful, he will help them find peace. We can only be waiting when they do.
Seriously, this is a flaw right now, is you want the Maker to step in, but he won't. The Maker will pretty much is selfish. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Do you never intend to give a public answer, Your Grace?
What have I been asked?
About the mages. You could calm this fire if you stepped forward.
The Chantry's teachings are clear. Those who turn against them would not listen more to me than to Andraste.
No more mage debates, please.
Mage this, Templar that. Is there anywhere in Kirkwall people don't talk about this?
No, and I've looked, believe me. Even the rats in Darktown are following this mess.
The last time mages rebelled against the Chantry, they ended up ruling Tevinter. Should we just ignore them?
Well, if it's not too much trouble.
I did not expect things to deteriorate so fast. I thought after the Qunari, no one would wish for more violence. It has drawn more attention than I would like. Sebastian, if I can ask...
Anything, Your Grace.
And the champion, too, if you will?
Why not?
I can't imagine any way this will go wrong.
What would you have of us?
The Divine is concerned about the situation here. She does not want to see the Free Marches become another Imperium. She has sent an agent to assess the danger. Meet with her, please. Tell her drastic measures won't be required.
Honestly, I'm not sure whether they are or are not needed. Let me think for a moment. Of course.
I don't want to see the Divine's armies march against Kirkwall.
Could we keep the Exalted marching to a minimum? I keep all my stuff in Kirkwall.
Surely the Divine wouldn't treat the whole city as enemies.
She is concerned. It is never wise to draw the concern of the powerful.
She is the voice of Andraste. She cannot turn the might of the Chantry against the innocent due to proximity.
Were no innocents harmed in the Exalted marches? She will do her best, Sebastian. But she must act first to protect the faith.
Okay. Who is this agent?
What can you tell me about this servant of the Divine?
I was not told her real name. Only to call her Sister Nightingale. She is said to be the Divine's left hand, sent to do work that might blacken the Divine's name.
What should we say?
What argument would convince her?
The Divine has heard my protests already. I must trust your own powers of persuasion now.
Okay, we'll go right now.
This cannot wait.
Thank you. We cannot allow this ridiculous mage rebellion to turn into holy war.
The agent, Sister Nightingale, will be waiting in the Viscount's throne room tonight. She wishes to remain unseen. The room has been sealed since the Qunari incident. It may be difficult to get in without attracting attention.
I won't lie, that is going to be manually edited if possible. Because this was at max last time I checked. This is a bug I've read about. Rare, but I'll fix it afterward. I'll fix it in maybe... I'll fix it later. Let's see now. I might be wrong about that being a bug, but I'm still gonna fix it. Okay, Anders wants to talk about something. Yeah, I think I'll talk to Anders next. And I guess I'll do some other stuff here in Darktown. But I guess I'm still just doing my rounds if now that I think about it more. Now, let's see, over here is that hidden supply depot. I'm definitely not going into.
Dark spook is the weary dark.
Are you the ones who sent the note about the gem of Kirkwall?
We were beginning to think you wouldn't show. It's rude to keep people waiting, you know. It's not like I don't got things to do.
I humbly apologize.
To inconvenience an upstanding citizen such as yourself. My, where are my manners?
Don't talk down to me. I ain't stupid. See, we was hired to give you a note. But this gem of Kirkwall thing the note talks about, we decided we want that instead. You better hand it over.
You can read?
I'm surprised you know what a note is, let alone know how to read one.
I don't need to know how to read. All I need to know is which end of the sword goes where. We aren't going anywhere without that gem.
Well, you just fucked yourself over on a few levels. First a little of this, then a little of this, followed by that, Varric. I need you to go full power with this right there. They really are stupid. The Wallop Mallet.
Isn't there a mallet hanging on the wall in Gamlen's house?
Yeah. I vaguely remember it. That's where the hidden supply depot supposedly is. I'll investigate that a little later.
How are you at finales, Varric?
I'm expecting some practical experience fairly soon.
Make it a good one, will you?
For you, madam, endless sunsets and roses.
Varric.
And the swift hand of the law sweeping all aside. I thought it went unsaid.
Okay, that's just good friends. I believe you have something you wish to speak to me about, but first... a Qunari sword. And
I'm going to be trying something, and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
I did not anticipate hearing that today. Okay, I'm just gonna ask, what does this mean?
Is there some way to undo it?
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters. They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me, without killing either.
What are the risks?
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic. But I believe this will be worth the cost.
Well, that's good.
That was going to be my next question.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this. Even if...
What?
Nothing. I've gathered most of what I need, but there are some outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinters call Celepetre, and a small amount of Drakestone.
Okay, tell me about the formula.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No, no ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
Okay, Drakestone?
What is Drakestone?
The Tevinters used to mine it for their apothecaries. There should still be deposits in the bone pit.
That's gonna be difficult. that place isn't exactly in the best condition at the moment. And Stella Petre?
Where would we find Stella Petre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere?
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
Okay, so no Eye of Newt?
We're not looking for virgin's blood or the tongue of a hanged man or anything, are we?
Well, you know Tevinters. They can't throw a Wintersend party without a human sacrifice or two. But I promise, everything in my research says there's no blood magic involved.
That's great news, actually. This is definitely not going how I anticipated today to go. But I think at the moment I'll leave these alone. I'm gonna visit Uncle Dearest and see why someone was trying to murder him earlier. Because, well, obvious reasons. Let's get out of here anyway. Darktown's dangerous enough. Now, let's see. Both of them are literally in the same general area. Does Gamlen just purposely live in places that are near crazy, insane, and or dangerous people? I guess the first crazy thing that happened there was me meeting Sister Patrice, and I've really regretted meeting her. Although I am glad she is dead. She deserved it.
Mercy, sir. Mercy. I've done nothing wrong.
You harbored a known apostate.
What crime is feeding my cousin? She was whipped, half starving.
It is a crime against the Maker. The sentence is... Intruders, deal with them.
Large amount of magic of them. Bring them together. I recommend that. With fire on the Templar archers. Priority 1, finish the archers off. Priority 2, finish off the Templar. Called in a little more backup, I see. Nothing too dangerous. Let me heal myself and move these two like that. Templar Hunter, I see. Anders, you're running out of time, and don't you, my friend? Varric, don't die on me. Take one of those. Oh yeah, Ace. Can use your help. That's the Templars.
I can't keep this up! Bad side. I thought I was dead. I just let her stay the...
Ornate enchanted staff. Not that good. Let's just quickly visit my uncle. I'd like to tell him I saved his life. There's that mallet.
What do you want now?
I have a question.
What in the Maker's name is a wallop mallet?
Haven't played wallop since I was a kid. Still got my mallet up on the wall, though. Last time I was any good at something.
Okay. The Tree of People in the Elven Alienage.
So you've done well for yourself. I had my doubts the first time I saw you, but I guess there was something to that hawk fellow Leandra ran off with after all. You made a pretty good son anyway. Your mother would be proud.
Thank you.
I just wish Mother had lived to see me become champion.
I know Leandra, and she'd be absolutely glowing from all the praise that's been heaped on you. I don't say this often, but we're the only family we've both got left. For a long time, I thought the Amel line in Kirkwall would end at me. I'm glad you've pulled it out of the grave.
Thank you. Thank you very much.